right, guys, so let's get into some of the plyometric type stuff that I do. A lot of the things that I've developed and have found have helped me the most throughout my career are these, pretty simple 5 plyometric workouts. The first one that we're gonna do is our pogos, okay? So the way that we do our pogos, you can have your hands on your hips if you wanna look like super, exotic and like you're doing it super correctly, okay? But when you do your pogos, they're just tiny jumps and you lift your feet up in the air as you jump, okay? Don't ask me why that's important, but every strength and conditioning coach in the world has told me when you jump in the air, lift your toes up like this. Don't know why, but just do it because they said do it, okay? Our pogos here, okay? Then we have our switch pogos, which are jumping in the air in an alternate stance, switching and landing. Same idea, lift your toes and jump as high as you can, okay? You don't want these to be like super deep in your hips. You want them to be springy and come from your feet, okay? The other one that I like doing is our butterfly jumps, okay? I like doing these just because they feel more realistic than, like some strength and conditioning stuff that you'll get. But I'm just throwing my butterfly knee, boom, over and over again, down the mat here. Boom, boom, boom. That's on the right side. On the left side, obviously here, boom, and I'm getting good at my butterfly knees that way. The next one that we'll do is our angle change and explode. So when I'm here, I change my angle, like how we were talking about in the course. When this back foot lands, exploding forward, okay? It looks a little bit goofy, but step, explode in. This floor is kind of slippery. Step, explode forward as much as you can. Step, explode forward. Make it a little harder, keep your hands up, explode. It's on the other side, same idea. Step, explode. Step, explode. Doesn't need to be a big giant thing. You're just getting your body familiar with being relaxed and exploding. Step, explode. Step, explode. Last one is gonna be our gallop and our plyo jump, okay? So we're here in a stance, tiny gallop, big bounce. Tiny gallop, big bounce. Boom, backwards, boom, boom, okay? So it's just those 5s. On the pogos, we're gonna do 20. On the switch pogos, we're gonna do 20. On the butterfly knees, we're gonna do 10 on each side. On the angle swing and explodes, we're gonna do 10 on each side as well with those. And then the last one, our gallop and jump, we're gonna do 10 forward, 10 backwards. After we finish those guys, don't do these too many times in the week, okay? You'll just make it so that you can't train as good later, okay? Do these 2 to 3 times a week. With this exercise specifically, don't do more than 3 sets all the way through. Just do 2 to 3 sets. When you're doing these explosive types of things, they can really wear you out more than what you're actually feeling. So yeah, 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 sets. Let's get into it a little bit. so another really helpful tool, guys, is shadow boxing with weights, but you can't do this incorrectly or else you're just gonna wear yourself out or hurt yourself, okay? And also definitely defer to a strength and conditioning coach on what it is that I'm saying, because this is not my expertise, but this is what I do. I'm a little bit more old school sometimes in my approach, especially with shadow boxing with weights. But do not do this more than 2 to 3 times a week, and do not do it for more than 10 minutes when you're doing it, okay? If you try to do like 5-minute rounds, shadow boxing with weights, you're gonna start your arms for the entire week, and then you're gonna wonder why your arms are hurt, and it's because of these, okay? Don't go more than 2 pounds when you're doing this. A 16-ounce glove, which almost no one uses in competition, is 1 pound. So, you know, like our gloves are 4 ounces, which is 1/4 of a pound. When you're doing 2-pound weights, you're already doing 8 times that amount of weight. Wow, look at that math. But you don't need to go more than 2. Don't use 5s. Don't, you know, like just 2 pounds is plenty for you to be able to work on what it is that you're working. With the leg things, I just use these ones. They just strap onto your legs. I think these ones are maybe 5 pounds. Even that feels like a little bit heavy. I feel like these don't need to be that heavy either. Maybe go 3 pounds on these. But biggest thing, guys, is don't overdo this. Don't do it for more than 10 minutes when you do it, and only do it 2 to 3 times a week. Like 3 times max. I only do it twice a week, and I don't go more than 10 minutes ever, so don't do that, okay? But I'll give you an idea of what this looks like. When you are using these, you're not using them to rotate big, you're using them to snap punches off. So while you're using these, don't like hyperextend your arms. Keep them a little bit closer to your body. You're just trying to get a pump in your arms and make this snap happen while you're punching, okay? Loading, reloading, loading, reloading, and you're just trying to get good at snapping your punches. Don't go all the way out. Just to here is fine, okay? Start slow, please, or else you're gonna start yourself. Trust me, whenever I give this to anyone, they always mess it up because they overdo it. Don't overdo it. I'll put these on and just show it real quick. All right, guys, our last thing are our old school ladders, of course, okay? Again, just 5 easy workouts: our icky shuffle, our lateral in and out, our forward in and out, our scissor hop, and then our hop and freeze. Again, guys, only these 5 workouts. We're gonna do them 4 times each and no more than 2 to 3 times a week, okay? Each of these exercises, 4 times each, no more than 2 to 3 times a week, or else you're gonna overdo it and you'll get really good at ladders and not really good at fighting, which is not the point of these videos, okay? So first one, icky, both feet go in. This is like the most popular one. Left foot goes in, right foot goes in, left foot out. Right in, right out. Left in, left out. Boom, boom, boom. When you're done, just walk it back. Start on the other side. In, out, in, walk it back, start on the other side, boom, 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 walk it back. The other one, our lateral in and out, we're gonna go right in, right out, left out, right in, right out, left out. Boom. When you get to the end, you walk it back, start on the other side, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Other side, right, left, boom, boom, boom. Our other one, our forward in and out, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Boom. This one's the most challenging in my opinion. Walk it back, switch, alternate sides, right, left, boom. Hopefully you have a camera that can slow down a little bit, but left in, right in, left in, right in, left, right, left, right, left, right. 4 of those times through. Our scissor hops from the side, kind of the easier one. Switch, right, left, switch, right, left, switch, boom. Walk it back, other side, boom. Kind of like our switch exchange pogos, except in a direction. Boom, last one. Walk it back. Our hop and freeze, these are just good for control. I'm using my left leg, freezing. Each time control, don't let yourself knock yourself off balance. Walk it back, right leg. These are a lot harder than they look. Boom, boom. Easiest one, walk it back, do that, okay?